Often when you walk into a room for an interview, and it's a law firm, there'll be, if you imagine this, there'll be 3 partners or 4 partners, or in some cases 6, or even just one if you're lucky. You'll be sat there in a sort of semicircle, and you'll be sat at a table. If they were a nice firm, or a normal firm who don't engage in psychological tricks, your chair will be there, okay? But some firms have worked out that they can be quite evil, and they will put the chair, say the partners are there, they'll put your chair there. So you walk in and you go, hello, how do you do? And they go, take a seat, because they want to see what you do with your chair. Do you try and climb into it and sort of sit like that, and then get your legs around, oh yeah, okay, I'm ready, and sit there with the partners there? Or do you pick up your chair and move it round to here and say, do you mind if I just move the chair, thank you very much, and sit there? And this does happen, honestly, and people will be so nervous, they will actually climb onto the chair and sit with it there the whole time that they're there, or until the partner says you can move your chair. The other one they do is, the partner, sorry, just got to move the chair. This is probably all slightly weird, but there we go. I've been for an interview with a law firm when I was a trainee, or going for a training contract. Massive boardroom, probably 30 foot, huge place, chairs all down that side, probably 25 chairs, all the way around the room, tables like this, probably 8 of them, 4 of them or 6 of them all together. Partner sat here, and she had the chair here for me. And I sat there, I thought, I can't move it, because if I move it, it will look like I'm shying away from her. And we had an hour interview with the partner sat there, and me sat there, sort of, like that, going like that. And the whole purpose of that, I think, was to try and see how I'd react, or try and see how the potential trainee would react to someone being so close to their space. So just be prepared for psychological tricks.
Just a quick question with regards to that. My last interview, it was in a boardroom, there was about 10 chairs around the big table.
Oh yes.
And he led me into the room. There was just one partner interviewed me. He led me into the room on my own. Well, I went in front of him and just said, take a seat. And I panicked, and I went on a merry dance around the room and ended up at a table at the chair at the far side. I mean, what's the best plan? Do you sit in the middle of the table? I mean, I'm guessing you don't sit at the end, the head of the table.
First thing to say is that is another trick, because if they go and take a seat, they try and see where you sit. And there are psychological theories relating to this. If you sit at the head of the table there, that means you're the boss. If you sit down that end, it means you're a complete wimp, because you're worried about the other guy sat up there, so you're sort of sat in the corner and cowering away. There's no right or wrong answer. There's a way of dealing with it, which is to say, after you, to the partner, if he lets you do that, or she lets you do that. If she doesn't, probably best to go for about halfway, because then you're sort of on the fence, so to speak.
Have you got a preference where to sit? And again, he just kind of shirked that responsibility and just left it to me, so
right.
I panicked a little bit.
So presumably he was either subconsciously thinking about where you'd sit, or he was just not being very pleasant to you.
I don't know. I mean, well, I don't know. It was quite pleasant. You know, spent an hour and a half chatting mainly about football. So I mean,
right.
I don't know.
Interesting.
Okay. And bring up the chair test.
Sorry?
Never bring up the chair test.
Don't bring up the chair test.
Can you say, have I passed the chair test?
Oh, right. They'll probably look at you as if you're completely insane, because they probably don't even know they're doing it themselves, but so many seem to do it. Right, the other thing, when you walk into the room, you often come in, you bang on the door, and then you walk in, and there's 4 partners sat there. You need to shake hands with every single one of them, regardless of who they are, how scary they look, how nervous you are, whether you fall over between there or here. You must shake hands with them all to say, hello, I'm Jonathan Fagan, pleased to meet you, pleased to meet you. Unless, and it does sometimes happen, that one of the partners, if they've got 20 trainees and they know they're going to get 80 handshakes, because you shake hands and shake hands again, one of the partners will actually get up and sort of meet you halfway and go, hello, pleased to meet you, do you want to take a chair there? And then they stop you from getting past almost and shaking hands with the others.